Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. On the ground, out to short. Slings it across. And a quick out, number one. Luis Arraez stands in.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Up the middle. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. So up next, Roberto Clemente. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And that drops in for a strike. Ripped to short. Slings to first. One up, one down. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal in 2022.
Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first. One gone, runner at first. This is Joey Barton. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Clemente in position. Makes the grab. Two away now. Ryan Reynolds here. There's the strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Ah, that's strike three. Back here in Pittsburgh, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that one fouled off. Schwarber swings and hammers one to right. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Man, those are the
Ryan Barucki gets handed the rock out of the pen. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. On the ground. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. One out in the second. Here's Max Muncy. Line drive, that's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Grounded to third, could be two. To second, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1's the count.
No throw. He's in there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. But there's no play. That's an infield single. They hand the ball over to a new arm, David Bednar.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ellie on his way to second. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He circles the bases and they tack on three. It's 4-0. And now it's Jose Siri. Grounded out his first time. On the ground to the left, but it kicks foul. Two outs. Ground ball left side. And it gets by him. But they get the out at first. And bottom of the inning at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Hayes. And a foul ball.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Sets him down on strikes. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Ball inside.
One out, base is empty. There's the strike. Right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. There's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
Well, looked at the back here at PNC Park, top half of the third inning. And now Luis Arias.
Ferguson.
Going one.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. McCutchen snags it. 1 down. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. A double and a run scored his first time up. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen. That one missed. So 2 balls and no strikes. And that is out of play. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
We got a full count. 3-2.
To third. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Up next for the Pirates, Jack Sawinski. Ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball.
Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is the ball game. Glad you're here. Great American Ball. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swinging a foul out of play. Kicks and fires. Swinging a ground ball. Gets it to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Out to short, De La Cruz. Sends it across the first. Back here in Cincinnati. Now, Noelvi Marte. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That missed. That's the ball.
Right through there for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Rizzo. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Reese Hines now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And a swing and a miss there. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. Back here at Great American Ballpark. 2nd inning set to go. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Ball 1 there.
1 ball. No strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a nod. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Everything came together for him.
New arm out of the bullpen, Tony Santillan.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks the tongue.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Jason Dominguez will hit next. Check swing, and that's a ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ball to strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down. And now, Scott Rowland.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at 3rd, and there's still 1 away.
For the Reds,
so bases loaded with 1 away. Rizzo getting ready to hit. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Moises Ballesteros in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Friedel makes a nice ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Austin Hayes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And now they're out front. It's 1-0. TJ Frieda stands in now and watches strike one. Arrieta, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action.
1-2.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Crow Armstrong makes the grab, one away. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. He's there. It's a 2-out double. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. And misses inside.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Now a long throw home. And he's out.
Yes, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the in.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. On the ground to third, boots it, still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. Grounded out his first time up. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The tying run is 90 feet away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Batter calls time and steps out. He needs a refresh. It is a big at bat. This could end it. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And he makes the catch. Ball game. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Andrew Abbott.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Fought off foul. Swung on, belted. On the move, heading back. And it one-hops the wall around third. He scores and they have the lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely.
Runner breaks for third. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Willie Adames stands in. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Schwarber around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip. Now here is Jason Dominguez. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 5-zip. One down. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. And it's fouled away. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away. Bottom of the first. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. And that one upstairs, ball one.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
1 and 2's the count.
That hit him.
You hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Reese Hines in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One away. Ellie De La Cruz batting with one down. Takes a strike. And that one upstairs.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. TJ Friedel in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Snap throw. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch is outside. Got him. And we're back. Top of the second. And here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros.
Rogers.
And first offering is fouled off. Ballesteros measures 5 feet 8 inches, just 21 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Elliot Ramos. That's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And first offering is fouled off. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily. Safe at second.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Adames at the plate now as he chases after that one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's an 8-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Pretty tough for the end.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ian Jabot.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find.
That one ripped. Boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-0. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 11-0. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. A 2-run homer. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 13-0. So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Arrieta winds and deals. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Over to first, but he beats it.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tyler Stevenson stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-2.
Grounder might be 2. De La Cruz over to second. Double play. And that'll New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Elliot Ramos. He's 2 for 2. Ashcraft back to work. That's to third. Marte zips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Ellie left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber digs in now. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And he takes a strike. Man on second, 2 down. In the air, foul off first. Stevenson makes the grab. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. And he hits a ground ball right side. And foul ball. Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game. Marte in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Hines batting for the second time. And that's strike 1. They're down to their final strike. Arrieta is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff.
All right, ready to go here. And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Runner takes off. Throw to second, and great jump. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. A towering shot, and they take the lead. It's 2-0. Now it's the second baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And a base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
To the right side. He takes it on his own. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very
in the air, out towards left center. Mullins makes the grab. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 3. And now Jason Dominguez. Fouled off left side. Hit hard on the ground is short. Handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. Back here in Baltimore, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And that one fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one is inside ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Center field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Jackson Holiday.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and there are 2 down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one missed off the outside edge. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Right side. And that is that.
Pitching for the
Keegan Aiken will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off. Aiken measures 6 feet even. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Out to center. Mullins should have this one. And there's one away. And here is Anthony Rizzo. On the ground, right side. Holiday. So Rizzo retired. Moises Ballesteros will hit next.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Mullins makes the play. Back now at Oriole Park. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Tyler O'Neill. And that misses. Ball one.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
He steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. Cedric Mullins, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Ryan O'Hearn in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-2.
Waves at the bender for the... And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. O'Neill puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. A single and a run scored and a walk. This to center field. Mullins grabs it on the run. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Laureano comes up to hit. That one misses in the dirt. That one to first. Rizzo takes it to the bag. And a quick out, number 1.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
That's in there. And it's 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And the Orioles down to their final out. Gary Sanchez now. In there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low, and 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Kind of a strange win, only 3 hits, so they definitely weren't firing on all cylinders.